Title: The Day of the Animal Games. In the quiet village of Umuokoro, where the sun always smiled and the breeze sang through the trees, lived a group of children who loved to play. Their names were Nnanna, Adaeze, Obinna, and little Ifeoma, who always ran faster than her tiny legs should have allowed. But these were no ordinary children. They were friends with all the animals in the village. Now, Umuokoro wasn't like the big cities where animals stayed behind fences or only in cartoons. In Umuokoro, animals were part of the family. The goats had names. The dogs guarded not just homes, but secrets. Even the monkeys who lived in the mango trees were known by face. One bright Saturday morning, Nnanna had an idea. "Let's have animal games today," he shouted, standing on a log in the middle of the village square. "Animal games?" Adaeze raised an eyebrow. She was the smartest in the group and never got excited too quickly. "Yes. A day where we play with all our animal friends, races, dancing, hide and seek, everything." Nnanna's eyes sparkled. The others cheered. Even Adaeze smiled. So, the children ran off to gather their animal companions. Obinna brought along his stubborn goat named Umuokoro, who had a beard like an old man and a belly full of pride. Adaeze whistled for Nnanna, her sleek black dog who could jump higher than any fence. Ifeoma returned with two playful rabbits, Snow and Sugar, who twitched their pink noses constantly. And Nnanna, well, he brought Monkey Boy, a small monkey who loved mischief almost as much as he loved ripe bananas. "Let the animal games begin," Nnanna declared. Game 1. The Great Animal Race. The children cleared a long path beside the cassava farm. Leaves were brushed aside. Stones were removed. At the starting line stood Umuokoro the goat, Nnanna the dog, Monkey Boy, and even a fat chicken named Ugonna, who waddled in from nowhere, refusing to be left out. "On your marks. Get set. Go." Nnanna took off like a flying shadow, Monkey Boy swung from low branches to get ahead, and Umuokoro simply trotted like he owned the road. "Ugonna." She took 2 steps, flapped her wings, and squatted. "Higher." "Ugonna has already retired," Obinna laughed. But just as Monkey Boy looked like the winner, he stopped to eat a banana someone had dropped. Nnanna zoomed past and won the race, tail wagging, tongue out, and proud. "Nnanna wins." 1 point to Adaeze, shouted Ifeoma, clapping with glee. Game 2, Hide and Seek, Animal Edition. This time, it was the children hiding while the animals searched. Nnanna ran behind the yam barn, Obinna jumped into a pile of palm fronds, Adaeze hid inside an old drum, and Ifeoma climbed up a guava tree. Nnanna found Adaeze immediately, sniffing her out like a detective. Monkey Boy found Nnanna by peeking through the cracks of the barn. The rabbits sniffed around but just sat in confusion until Ifeoma giggled and dropped a guava by mistake. That was her end. But no one could find Obinna. After 10 minutes of searching, Umuokoro walked slowly to the pile of palm fronds and let out a long, angry bleat. "Ihe!" Obinna burst out laughing. "My goat knew where I was the whole time." "That goat is smarter than you," Adaeze teased.
Game 3, the Dancing Parade. Next came the Animal Dance Parade. The children tied little strings of beads and colorful cloth on their animals. Monkey Boy wore a red cap like a chief. Umuokoro had a wrapper tied around his waist. The rabbits got flower crowns, and Nnanna wore sunglasses taken from Adaeze's uncle's hut. Drums were beaten. Nnanna whistled a happy tune. One by one, the animals danced. Monkey Boy spun like a true performer, showing off to the clapping crowd. Nnanna jumped and turned. Umuokoro stomped in slow rhythm as if to say, "I am the king of goats." Even Ugonna the chicken flapped her wings and spun in a confused circle. At the end, old Papa Ejiofor, who had been watching from his bench, said, "I have never seen a goat dance like that in all my 70 years. Everyone clapped. Game 4, the Quiet Game. Now the sun was high and the children were sweating. So they played a quiet game, whisper and listen. Each child sat with an animal and told them a story. Obinna told Umuokoro about the time he fell into the river and blamed the goat. Adaeze told Nnanna how she once hid meat under her bed to avoid sharing. Nnanna whispered to Monkey Boy about how he wished he could climb trees like him. Ifeoma told the rabbits a tale of a magic carrot that made bunnies fly. The animals listened, some blinking slowly, others lying down as if to say, "We've heard it all." A surprise visitor. Just when the children were about to rest, they heard rustling from the bushes. Out came a wild-looking puppy, all bones and fear. It had no collar, no name, and eyes that said it hadn't eaten in days. The children fell silent. Nkem growled softly, but Adaeze placed a hand on her back. "Wait. He's just a baby." The children came closer, slowly, carefully. Ifeoma held out some ground nuts. The puppy sniffed, ate, then wagged his tail weakly. "Can we keep him?" Ifeoma asked, her eyes wide. "We don't know where he came from," Nnanna said. "We can take care of him until we find out," Adaeze suggested. And so the puppy joined the circle. They named him Chikwudi, meaning God exists, because truly it felt like a blessing. The ending, sunset and smiles. As the sun began to sleep behind the hills, the children and animals lay under the mango tree. The wind had cooled. The drums had gone quiet. Laughter and soft yawns filled the air. "What a day," Obinna whispered. "It was more than a day," Adaeze said. "It was a memory." "Tomorrow we do it again?" Ifeoma asked sleepily. "Maybe not all at once," Nnanna smiled. "But we'll always have our animal games." Under the golden sky, the animals snuggled beside their humans, fur to skin, paw to palm, heart to heart. And in Umuokoro, where animals were family and children were dreamers, the bond between them grew stronger than ever.